Hello there people, Destiny. I've decided to take the opportunity to take part in the first ever Legends of Runeterra Gauntlet. Time is running out, so I have to be swift about this, but I might as well try. I'm not sure if I'll end up posting this, as you know. And if you know, then you know that I've decided to post it, so it presumably is something special, something extraordinary, or perhaps my standards have sank, which obviously is a possibility. Ah yes, I get to pick a deck of mine, of course, a deck that I already have. Let's go with the discarder deck, I guess. It kinda works. It is a standard deck of mine, no doubt about that. An error has happened with the Gauntlet servers, please check back later. I will not be denied. See, that's the thing. That's the thing that is the case. If you click a thing and it fails, then you do the same thing again and it fails again. Let's do it the third time, because apparently third time's a charm, and the third time, if you do the exact same thing to a computer system, it will suddenly behave differently. Because the circumstances on the back end have changed and you have no control over them. You have no clue what's going on over there. It just might be on your side. As you might know, sometimes make an egregious amount of sense to just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Here is my deck. As you might have gleaned from the name itself, it's based around discarding. It has Draven and Jinx in it. Jinx is great at drawing cards, Draven is great at providing you with cards that allow you to discard cards. Then there's the Fansmith and Kato the Arm, which are late additions to the deck. I'm not so sure how I feel about them. There's the crowd favorite, since one of the discarded cards, one of the cards that fit very well with discarding decks is Vision, and Vision works very well with decks that have plenty of minions. So I have Spiders. A minion summons other minions. And I also have plenty of cards like the Legion Grenadier, cards that just deal damage to the face, that rush the opponent down quickly. I'm not sure how I feel about this entire composition. Presumably it is not as great as it could be. I'm not that good at drafting, but at the very least, I did not net deck at any point. I made this one myself. And it might suck. It's me doing the sucking here. Kawasaki with a Z deck. Alright, Z deck Kawasaki. Let's mulligan this and get a 1-drop, shall we? Could keep Jinx, but I will not. I did get a 1-drop. There it is. Alright, let's discard Rummage. See where that takes me. Next turn, let's play the rookie.
My first big mission.
You'll move.
Hang on, Fuzzball.
Hey.
We go face. That's what we do with this deck. We go face relentlessly.
Time to go.
You fool, you have given me a card. There's no winning when fighting against this deck, except when there is, of course. You can block, and then you give me what I want. Or you can refuse to block, and then you also give me what I want. If you block the Zana Intelligence, I get a card, almost all of the time. And if you don't, then she gets to go face, which is also in my favor. He's playing an elusive deck. Woe is me.
No one's the wiser. Kneel, students, rise, warriors.
Oh boy.
I thought you were working the gold.
I thought you were it in Wilton.
Might as well buff them right now. I'm going to take 9 damage to the face. That's good. I could discard the Fansmith, and frankly, I might do that next turn if there's nothing good. If I don't draw anything good. I could do that, but might as well use the Cyanide Urchin to say discard Rummage. Better chance at getting something decent. And the Fansmith isn't that bad of a card when combined with, say, the Saboteur or the Boom Crew Rookie. Unfortunately, I cannot play her this turn. Otherwise, I would have, absolutely would have.
Anything else?
I'm just going face with everything. Once again, unsurprisingly, this is my modus operandi.
Defy and resist. Kinku, hold fast.
Looking for this?
Yeah, and then block one of them with the Hawk, please.
Better run!
Okay, they're going to go face then for 5 points of damage. That's also
Damn it.
well, for a little bit. And now the Fansmith is essentially useless.
Do not fear the shrouded path.
She can't really buff anyone, which is highly unfortunate. However, I'm going to block Zed and the Shadow
They'll never see me coming!
with the Urchins. I'm going to play the Spider to have more creatures to block stuff with. Perhaps I should have played the Fansmith. That might have been a mistake on my part.
They'll never see us coming.
But, considering the fact that I am about to draw some cards, this might have been the right call. Because I have plenty of cheap stuff in this deck. Might as well take the opportunity.
I'm innocent. I didn't do nothing.
Draw some cards and then play them. Instead of just playing the Fansmith. Oh, I could have blocked the 1/1 with the... What am I thinking? Yeah, I figured it. That was just an all-around mistake. I should have known better. Alright, I can use Noxian further this particular turn and say kill Zed. I'm not sure that's the way to go. I think I should probably just go face. In spite of everything. But if I want to go face, I might as well go face with the Fansmith next turn. So counterintuitively, I should waste 3 points of mana, I think, and say play the Fansmith next turn. Go face for 4 points of damage. Who is ready to reckon? I could also use Cut of the Arm. If a Spider deal overwhelm damage.
Who gets tossed?
Everybody! Well, that sucks. And I guess that has essentially sealed my fate. There's very little I can do now. Very little indeed. Could have killed him. Granted. I can go face with Noxian further. If I don't do that, then I'm essentially prolonging the inevitable. This is unlikely to go well for me. Yes, I get to kill Zed, but at what cost? At what cost? He's going to rush me down quicker than I managed to rush him down. Presumably, I should have just taken my chances, and I should have blocked with that 2/2 Spider when I had the chance. Kill the Hawk. But I did not kill the Hawk. It was a single mistake, and that single mistake can ultimately sink my hopes and dreams.
Time for a leap of faith.
He'll just have enough damage in elusive units to kill me. There's nothing I can do. I might as well give up. Once again, nothing I can do.
What time is it?
I can't challenge when defending. He's got 3 elusive units. I'm done for. It's a point of no return. Thankfully, this will be
Old masks let young eyes see clearly.
quick and painless.
Full speed ahead.
The Keeper of Masks happens to be a fairly reasonable card when playing decks that have a lot of stuff in them. I've considered that card in my deck, but decided not to include it. This might be a very short run. A very short run indeed. Do you get a single try? As far as the Gauntlet is concerned, is that it? Oh boy, what is this nonsense? Anivia, Brom, Ash, and Zed? Alright. Freljord, Ionia. Should I keep Jinx in my opening hand? I really need 1-drops. I could discard Jinx, but I will be doing so at my peril. Let's keep Jinx, let's keep heroes. Keeping heroes sounds like a good idea. I do not get punished for my hubris.
No one's the wiser.
I get the Legion Saboteur. I'm not sure how I feel about Amy, the girl that buffs your abilities and spells. Especially since I don't really have that many spells and abilities in this deck. Yes, I have the Saboteur, and yes, I have the Boom Kuruki, but other than that, not much. I could include some stuff. Like, say, that newly buffed guy that gives you Decimates, or Decimate itself. I could consider adding Darius, but that would alter the deck fundamentally. Yeah, that was unintentional. How the hell did I not silence that? Well, live and learn, live and learn.
The sea tells me all I need.
Let's move.
I am highly confused. Alright. Here's the plan. Play the spider. Play the Saboteur, flood the board, go face. Same plan as always. Nothing out of the ordinary. It simply might work this time. Or it might not. He's interested, seemingly, in buffing the cards in his deck. Thus, he's losing tempo. In the interest of the future. I am forsaking the future for the present. Since I am desperately and repeatedly going face. Let's see if my short-term strategy manages to outplay his long-term investments. Am I too short-sighted? Or is he too focused on the future? Cannot see the
Hang on, Buzzball.
trees for the forest, I guess. Alright, I can play Jinx, a number of other things. I can, of course, play Rummage for Chompers and Vision. I could start with the Bellcaster, Rummage, Chompers, Vision, but I think the best play is to play Jinx now. And next turn play Bellcaster, whatever the hell else I get, and then Rummage on Chompers and Vision, potentially buffing my Jinx. I cannot block, so I do nothing. Take it to face like a champ, will even undamaged though. Can he play anything? Seemingly not. That pleases me greatly. Noxian Fervor is appreciable. Noxian Fervor is also expensive. However, if I choose to discard it, I can, and damn it, I will. I can play the Bellcaster, play the Chompers, then play Rummage on Vision and Noxian Fervor. I discard everything and level Jinx up. I think leveling Jinx up might be worth more than using Noxian Fervor this turn. Although that could be debatable. How much damage do I have exactly? That's it's +1 from this guy, so that's 3. And 2 is 5. 5 plus 7 and 2. So that's 5 plus 9, which is 14. That is enough to kill him. Plus the buff from Vision. Let's play the Chompers.
Means they like you.
I can use the Chompers to deflect one of these guys. See, the problem with Fervor, the problem with the Fervor decision is that Fervor deals 3 damage, and leveling Jinx up only gives me 1 point of damage, so seemingly that's a rather poor trade. I didn't wanna! The worst weapon ever! Where is it?
We're doing it.
However, I'm digging through my deck, so it's not that great of a loss. I only have a single Noxian Fervor, but that doesn't matter as much. Look at this nonsense, that's a lot of damage. And next turn,
Hold up.
Logos winning, I can use this, as long as Jinx survives, to 2 buff with vision, mostly to go face to deal those 3 points of damage. Plus, Jinx has leveled up, so I get the opportunity to draw an additional card. And if I manage to discard everything with her alive, I get the rocket. And if I don't, if she somehow dies, then I get to play another Jinx, discard my hand, get the rocket. The rocket is 4 points of damage.
Less thinking.
If I
more
get this off
killing.
alongside the rocket, that's 7 points of damage. It's quite promising. Yes, what is it? Inside of the Aegis, he's digging. He's not digging through his deck, but he's digging for solutions, in a way. Shadow shifts, so he's replacing his ally. That really... He's at 1 HP. That did prolong his existence, but only briefly.
Now it's a party.
He surrendered. Rightfully so. I was tempted to say that this deck does not lead to many close calls. However, it does. Sometimes. Sometimes it leads to blowouts like this. You just win, you steamroll your opponent. Just like that. Sometimes you barely get the final bit of damage and you have that reach. Let's continue. Alright, Elise. And Ezreal. Built of his own Shadow Isles. He made Draven. Eventually, at some point, please give me Draven. Pretty please, with Draven on top. It's Draven o'clock, it's Draven time. Come on! What are you doing, man? Thank you. Hello.
I have my orders.
Play Saboteur. That was the time to be shocked.
This'll shake up behind ya.
Into the face we go. 3 points of damage on turn 1. Let's savor that success, or it might not last long. That is a clump of wumps.
Fuse his legs!
If he attacks with that, I'm going to use the Legion Grenadier. He's not going to. He is unwilling. Right, let's play the Saboteur
No one's the wiser.
alongside the Boom Crew Rookie. What are you going to play this turn, buddy? You're playing Ezreal, so presumably you have spells that allow you to target things. Which means that you're going to keep killing my stuff.
Run while you can.
First, big mission.
However, I'm going to go face.
Never see it coming.
That's 3 points of damage in these abilities alone. And he, at the very least, is going to go face because he's going to block here. So that's 4 points of damage. To your face. Your board is empty. Your HP is at 11. And presumably you're about to turn things around. Whereas I am going to languish. And eventually falter. Pessimistic though it may be, on my part. That sounds like... sounds pessimistic. It might be a very realistic assessment of the situation, despite everything.
That's always been
Fine, let's block here. I know that he's probably going to use Static Shock to finish this guy off, but he can do it this turn at the very least. So I have that going for me, which is great. He's going to use the Black Spear to kill Jinx.
Got me.
Unfortunate. And then he's going to do Static Shock next turn. I'm not positive about it. I'm quite negative about it, actually. But I think it's going to happen. Feels inevitable. Second Static Shock.
that egg. Did it move?
He did not do it. He can still afford it. Let's play the Chompers. Capture the Aristocrat. And go to face with the rest. Come on, don't play Static Shock. As long as he doesn't play... If he doesn't play anything, I'm in a reasonable spot.
I've never known beauty like yours.
You've no idea.
Oh boy.
Fuse.
There we go. Decent bit of damage to face. Will you block with Elise? The smart move is to block the Boom Kuruki with Elise.
Stay a while.
And this Capcosmic is going to get killed by Mystic Shot.
Done yet.
Backfired.
It's got 7 HP left. Knocks in further, offers me 3 points of damage. I need Fall Maul somehow. The Grenadiers too. He just attacks, I do nothing. Not a thing. I don't kill much for the damage going to my face. That's irrelevant. I have more than enough HP to last long enough. The problem is long enough in my case is not that long. Vision really doesn't do much for me. Oh! Huh. Well, this is interesting. I'll get the opportunity to level up Jinx. She, however, might not get the opportunity to survive. The Mushroom Cloud is effectively worthless. Okay, let's do this. First of all, Vision. And then Noxian further. I could kill Elise, but I think I need to go face.
I'm on a roll.
Survive. Prism Base is going to get followed up by, say, Static Shock. Or not? Oh no, I get initiative, yes! I deal at least 2 points of damage to his face, as long as Jinx survives. I have a chance
We've made the most of
to deal damage
you. You dare!
with the rocket next turn. However, she needs to survive until next turn,
Place.
and she needs to survive long enough next turn to give me that rocket, so I need something, say, to discard.
Now it's a party.
Oh yes! So that's Draven.
Stop bragging if you can back it up.
Okay, whatever, that doesn't matter to me. Doesn't really matter to me. To me. I play Draven and then discard using the axe on Vision, which gives me the rocket, which gives me the win. GG. Unless he can somehow heal. That is not the correct answer, I'm sorry. Oh, do you want to kill Jinx or something? Do you want to kill Draven? Oh, you want to kill Jinx with Vile Feast? Well, guess what? I can discard whatever I have in my hand, no matter how useless. Which means that Jinx gives me the rocket, which means I get to deal 12 points of damage to your face, which means I win. Goodbye, Jinx. I know that this heals him. It doesn't matter. It doesn't heal him enough. Hopefully. Hello. How you doing? Yes. And nope. Goodbye. That's enough damage to the face to finish him off. One more win. With the discard of it.
And maybe those other guys. Whatever.
Third round. Alright, Sejuani and Misfortune. Freljord and Bilgewater. I have a particular dislike for Bilgewater, for reasons you presumably can guess. I don't like it when they just invalidate my entire strategy by wiping out my board presence. And wipe out my board presence they will, presumably. It's discard Vision buffing almost nothing. I could discard Investigator Spider, but I think this is a better idea. I get a very minor benefit, but at least I don't lose cards that can otherwise be useful.
I'll burn for what I've done.
Let's trade, let's draw. An even exchange is almost never in my favor. This is a rush deck, it's supposed to win quickly. If it doesn't win quickly, it doesn't win, period. Alright, give me one more card. That draws him the card that's buffed, though. I still need to do that. I could play the spider instead, but that's not much of a benefit. It's Draven time.
It's Draven time.
Look it up, it's Draven o'clock. Flame Jumper, Draven. Attack.
For the money makers. Let's do this.
This is a reasonable opportunity unless he has removal, which he presumably does have. However, since this is not built over Zone, but rather Bilgewater, he mostly has AoE. And AoE doesn't cut it in these circumstances.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
She's pretty good, despite appearances. Don't trust her, she's pretty damn good. She deals AoE. She's not going to attack though. I'm not going to block this. No, I would have to say, lose the Veteran Investigator. I'm not up for that. Alright. Here's an idea. An idea that's presumably going to backfire horribly, but bear with me. I'm going to play the Rookie and the Spider. Next time I'm going to play the crowd favorite. This is presumably going to result in him playing Make It Rain. I expected that. That's why I did not play the Spider initially, but rather the Rookie. Everything lives. Play the Spider. And next time I'm going to supplant something for crowd favorite. It's gonna be fine, trust me. It's going to be better than fine. It's one of the rare opportunities for me to play crowd favorite and actually get something done. I could... Let's not be greedy. Let's keep the Chompers.
I stand for Noxus. I gotta work with this joker.
7-6, what can he possibly do?
There's plenty of killing there.
That's not much. That really is not much.
Noxian strength.
Alright, what would you prefer to block with? Presumably the Hawk. Actually, let's force his hand this way. So now he is kind of forced to block with Misfortune. You'd prefer to block with the Butcher to a reasonable extent, because the Butcher
what I'm doing.
can take a bit of beating. He could say block the Boom Crew Rookie. Reasonable trade, very easy and intuitive. I could just discard the Spinning Blade. I'm tempted to do so, but I want to keep one Rummage, I guess, for the turn I play Jinx. Let's level up Draven.
Now we're cooking.
Let's level Draven up. I could have left him at a single hit point. That really doesn't make that much of a difference. It's not like I have reach with that degree of
You hoping they'll die of boredom?
granularity. So I'd rather level Draven up than just leave him at a single hit point.
And I thought I was already perfect.
Because that was effectively the choice. Level Draven up by using the X on him, or perhaps discard, ruining the chance to do so with Jinx later on. Use the axe on the crowd favorite to deal at 1 point damage, leaving the opponent at a single hit point. I had options, but long story short, I'm in a reasonable spot. A very reasonable spot indeed. I can play Jinx next turn, discard the spinning axe alongside whatever. That should give me the edge I need. As long as I survive whatever he throws at me this turn, I'm going to be fine. It really doesn't matter. What he's doing is irrelevant.
Rules are made to be broken, like buildings or people.
You should try blinking sometime. Time to get rich.
He wants to kill the crowd favorite, but that's not the greatest threat. That's not the greatest threat on the board. Doesn't matter.
Like a fish in water.
Alright, give me options, give me options.
I'm on a roll.
I still have 2 mana, I should be able to play oh yes! That essentially guarantees me the win, even if he kills Jinx. Next turn I have Jinx in to get excited.
Let's do this.
the idea is for me to actually deal with this.
Hey, buddy, what you doing?
What you doing?
I'll recite your rights.
I could just sacrifice Draven, but it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
Beg your pardon?
Let's do it this way. I don't think there's a spell he could use at full mana that will allow him to kill Jinx and stuff. And once again, let me reiterate, even if he had the opportunity, he wouldn't be able to. He wouldn't be able to stop me because I have 2 Jinxes in my hand. That's
Now
enough.
it's a party.
I could go face right now, which kills him, and then I can use the Jinxes, get excited, which kills him. I could use the Grenadier and somehow kill that guy, which kills him. The Undermine ability kills him. So he's gonna use Warning Shot and he might try to heal somehow, but that's not gonna work. He'll try to steal something from my deck, but my deck has no healing, so that ultimately kills him. He's dead. You're dead, buddy, you're dead.
I hope this works.
Goodbye. Fourth match. My winning streak presumably isn't going to last that long. This is a struggle against an Elise deck. Freljord and Shadow Isles. Discarding... I don't want to discard any of these, but let's keep the 2 drops, both of them. Draven in my opening hand is also very welcome. Very welcome indeed.
Lady Elise, where are you?
Let's discard the guy that draws me cards. I could discard the spider instead. He's going to have a lot of stuff. Let's discard the guy that draws. If he attacks, I am just going to trade. I know that that serves his purpose, but
Do nothing.
I might as well. I want to draw those cards. What am I looking for in particular? Draven? I already have Draven. Now I have 2 of him. Just fine by me. Let's play let's pray. Yeah, and play a Boom Kuruki. Good old play and pray.
The chains, they never stop.
Going face. Even if you block, I'm still going to deal 2.
Better run.
You might have some undead, I don't particularly mind. You might have your Death Rattle deck or whatever the hell it's called. Last Words. Last Breath. Plenty of variations on
There's nothing to fear.
that fear itself. Nothing to fear? But what about Draven? What about the main event? That's an example of something you ought to fear, right? Go ahead, come at me. I am going to block. Of course, +2 health is going to potentially be a problem. Actually, it's not. Then I just discard vision. Oh, fair enough. You're too chicken. Well then, I'm going to play the Saboteur and watch this. I'm going to keep Draven's Whirling Death on hand to level him up this very turn. Because presumably the spider is going to block against the Saboteur. So then I use Spinning Axe Vision into Whirling Death. Not quite as planned, but still good enough. This is what I'm going to do. Spinning Axe on Vision, on Draven.
For the moneymaker.
Moneymaker's time. That's 2 points of damage here. You use the spider to block the Boom Kuruki. I know you want to, don't lie to me. You're going to do that and you're going to die. Actually, I could just save this to block next turn. And mess with Elise that way. Well, you know, I can just ignore Elise. Yeah, let's actually kill the spider. He's going to be at 3 HP.
Come out and play.
That might have been a weak move, but at the very least I protect my rookie, forcing him to use removal if he wants to get rid of him. leveling up Draven. Putting him mostly out of harm's way, except for, of course, the Black Spear. This is a reasonably favorable spot for me. Once again, I may have saved that spell, but it's still a reasonable situation. I can use the Grenadier here. I could also summon... no, I need the Grenadier if I want to fight the Skitterel. Or if I want to... For instance, if I just want to block Elise, that's also viable. If Elise attacks, she dies to the Grenadier, so Elise is not going to attack. But if he attacks with the Skitterel, I just kill it with the Grenadier. Pretty much anything he does aside from... If he attacks with the Toad, I can just use Draven. Generate more axes. There's no good play here. Really? They're going to go ham.
Hush now.
Okay.
Death doesn't
As
scare
you
me.
bloody wish. I don't make the rules here. That's what you want, that's what you're going to get.
Hey, buddy.
What you doing? I probably should just kill this kid. Yeah, I should do that. So let's do that.
Now we're cooking.
And now it's got 3 attack. This is a very favorable
What are you
trade.
waiting for?
Now, there is the possibility of him giving this thing +2/+2. It's a remote possibility. I'm willing to take that gamble. He didn't have it. Sometimes you just have to risk it. He's at 13, I'm at 20. Oh, yes. Look at this.
Rules are made to be broken. Like buildings. Or people.
You should try blinking sometime.
He can use the spear because nothing died on his side this turn. So he can't even eliminate one of them before I get the opportunity to strike. And I am, of course, going to... That is upsetting, but not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal, really.
Fired.
It's just annoying.
God, axes need victims.
So, step number 1, I use this from hand to empty said hand. Otherwise, I would not have as good of an opportunity.
Time for the moneymakers.
Of course, you could have the intuition to discard it, but if you discard it, you're left with a single axe. And you don't want that axe because you want Jinx to level up, so this is the play. Now she's leveled up, I deal 13 points of damage. Get 2 axes, and a Jinx leveled up at 3 HP. Next turn, if I get the rocket, I win.
Now it's a party.
Oh, that's 8 points of damage. That's terrifying in most contexts. However, in this particular context, I don't particularly care. Get Jinx more attack. Discard the spider. Get Jinx more attack. I'm not going to mess with this guy. I'm not going to play the spider, potentially use Runeterra or stuff like that. I'm going to use burst spells right now and finish it off by playing the rocket. I will not even give him the opportunity to attack with them who endure. GG, buddy. You've used your healing by now, you're dead.
We blew them all up.
Once again, this performance is not going to last. This is a deck that works to an extent, or rather that has worked back in the day, but it is fundamentally flawed. It's a very simple rush deck. All you need is a bit of AoE and it crumbles to dust. Someone will eventually figure it out. Someone will have AoE. Oh boy, Maokai, Nautilus, and... come on, Fresh Hecarim. That's fresh. Yeah, Thresh has got 3 horns, Hecarim's got a single one. Sometimes I might confuse the names, although I kinda don't. I kinda know the difference between them.
What's that noise?
Seemingly not sufficiently enough. Yeah, this is a trade. It's an
To get me out of
unfavorable trade. I just deal a single point of damage and he gets a spider. Thankfully, he doesn't have a lease. However, that furthers his goal of minions dying, which furthers Maokai's goal. Thankfully, this deck really doesn't last long. So it doesn't matter that he might eventually destroy my deck. I don't care. I'm not going to live long enough to see my deck get destroyed by Maokai.
first big mission.
My goodness, why am I so aggressive in saying all of this? I really don't feel that way. But somehow I feel the need to express myself in such a fashion. Not sure why. Perhaps it is tied to the fact that I'm doing reasonably well, and at the same time there's this deep-seated fear of me failing. Because I know I am going to fail. I am going to fail eventually. It has not happened yet, but it is going to happen. I can feel it. And the anxiety is killing me. It's coming. And it's coming soon enough. Next turn I'm going to use Fervor to kill the Boom Kuruki as much as I would like him to live, but to save the life of Draven. Unless this guy decides to use Jaw Hunters to defend this turn, which is unlikely. Very unlikely indeed. The Funsmith. It's nice to have, but I'm not going to be able to play her and make use of her, am I? This is where the Fervor comes in. Down you go! You could have played more things! You could have attacked with more stuff, but no. In your foolish desire to dispose of Draven, you tossed caution to the wind. You attacked immediately. And that was a bit of a mistake. Not that big of a mistake. The health disparity is not though. The situation isn't that good. It's all very disappointing, really. Let's play the Boom Kuruk. Am I about to discard the Funsmith? Is this where the fun ends? Because I don't think this is where the fun begins. I could say play the Rookie, discard the Battlecaster, but then I don't make anywhere near optimal use of the mana. So yes, I think I am going to discard the Funsmith. Logos have mercy. This is where the fun ends.
Oh, it is a great day for a reckoning.
Draven is going to level up. But at what cost? Do keep in mind the Funsmith also works with Jinx's rockets, so I am taking a chance here. I guess.
Time for the moneymakers.
I figure leveling Draven up right now is worth more than buffing the rockets of Jinx in the future. However, that is a trade that makes sense on a conceptual level when you consider the sort of deck I'm playing, doesn't it? This is a deck centered around winning quickly. And here's something I already have. Raven. Someone even. What's his name? I want to get as much out of him as early as possible as I humanly can. Now I'm getting nothing essentially. This guy is back to full health. And that's a valid way of dealing with my deck. Just out heal me and then block me with some trash. Eventually you're going to out sustain me. I'm going to falter. I'm going to die. I think I'll have to discard the Boom Kuruk in order to level Jinx up immediately. And that's because if I play the Rookie and then Jinx, since I can afford to do so, I'm going to be left with the Spinning Axe. Left to discard absolutely nothing. I can't do that because I desperately want to level Jinx up. Now, he's got that Shadow Isles faction. 7 mana gives you Vengeance. It just kills a minion. So if I play Jinx now, he might as well play Vengeance and kill Jinx.
People.
He knows I have
Blinking
Jinx.
sometime.
He's saving up mana. But is that the wrong choice? I'm going to level her up regardless. That is the way to go, I think. It's the best idea I can think of anyway. I'm going to buff the Battlecaster.
Time for the moneymakers.
I am not particularly enthusiastic about losing the Battlecaster since he buffs my minions, but I'm more interested in the rockets than I am in the minions of my own. Even though this deck is about having a lot of minions as well. Oh, he's passing the turn. Can he seriously do nothing?
Now it's a party.
What is his hand filled with? Sea monsters? Let's play the spiders. And my goodness, I will have to use this in combat. So if he can kill Jinx right now, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Okay, this is fine. So now I attack with Jinx, Draven, and all the rest of the menagerie. He blocks with something, I use Draven's Whirling Death, I get a rocket. That could conceivably just... That's not going to kill him, considering that only Draven has Overwhelm. Blocking Jinx's damage is enough to mess my plan up. Okay, I'm going to kill everything he has and I'm going to get plenty of axes. I need those axes in order to be able to discard. However, those axes are also somewhat difficult to use because you have to discard every single axe, which requires a bit of arithmetic. It's mostly about XORing them. You need... 2 axes cancel each other out. You need to keep that in mind. Thankfully, you get them in 2s. But you can, if you have full axes and you draw 2 cards next turn, you can use 2 axes for each to discard a card you get, and then the remaining 2 axes to discard one another. So you are left with nothing, and then get the rocket. Oh boy, he's got treasures. He does have an empty board, but at the same time... that was...
Bye-bye.
my attack token effectively wasted. He's at 10 HP. Somehow that does not please me sufficiently. The Keel Breaker is going to kill me. He's going to use that. He knows what he's doing, right? Of course he is. Now, he's going to play this next, which will summon the Plate Worms, which are going to kill me. That's what's going to happen. That just deals damage to units. If only, and even if it didn't, he would still be left with a single point of health. How tragic. Alright, whatever. Discard this. And then use this to discard that. And then use this to discard that. I need to get that rocket right there now. That's the best chance I have. Unfortunately, my board is going to get cleared. That's a lot of damage coming to my face. I think he's effectively got it. It's not that I can do much at this point, is there? Actually, I mean, I could forsake that. He is going to play this. Might as well play this next turn. Fine, let's pass the turn. This is terrible either way. Either he passes and wastes my rocket, and can still play this next turn. Oh, right, will deep. Oh. Well, this has been fun. GG. Ow, ow, ow. That's what happens. That's what happens when my silly little deck encounters a sufficient bit of opposition. It falters. It fails miserably. Let's try again. Can I encounter someone who has plans that are too long to... What? Look at that penguin right there with a beard. He's playing a Draven Darius deck. Intriguing. Pure Noxus. 100% Noxus. No additives whatsoever. Pure Noxian strength. It's quite and I did not get a 1-drop. Oh, this is going to end poorly. He's running a better rush deck potentially. Alright, let's play the rookie? No, the investigator. I don't just want to lose the rookie without dealing the damage from the ability.
Explosives primed.
Oh boy. No, wait, I have the attack token. Vestin, what is wrong with you? I have failed miserably. Miserably, I tell ya. I'm going to kill this guy. But at the very least, the Saboteur is not going to deal damage. So I guess that's something I have going for me. Come on, you just block here. Should I play the rookie? What? Why would you let me? This is ridiculous. Fair enough. Alright, I'm going to play Draven now. Yeah, whatever, dude. Draven time.
Time for the main event.
And the main event is Draven. Yeah, whatever. I'm going to take this guy out with the investigator, and then Draven is going to. Dude! Oh, right, of course.
I'll recite your rights.
Yeah, you're thinking. Well done. But I can trade here, and it's fine for me. And Draven's got quick attack, so I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. Shaving 2 hit points off of Draven would have been a wise choice. It really would have been a wise choice. I'm dead serious. Leaving him at a single hit point? Hell yeah. Force me to do it.
First big mission.
I stand for Noxus.
I can do this.
You can do this. Alright. Now he's going to block the rookies, and I'm going to use Vision to kill that thing. Alright.
Let's boogie.
Let's boogie. Ooh, hold on. No, I could use Rummage. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Chompers and Vision. Chompers with Vision. I know I could potentially level Jinx up later on, but no. I want stuff and I want stuff now. This deck really doesn't have the patience for much of anything. Are you going to block? If you don't block, I'm fine not using the axe. Just FYI. Oh my goodness, you're so utterly desperate. Huh. Well then. If you are prepared to do that, I am perfectly... I could discard the Powercaster and then use the funds. No, pretty much everything is going to die. That's nonsensical. Let's discard the Fundsmith. Everything's going to die, so I discard the Fundsmith. Yeah. And I'm going to get +1 attack to this guy. So that transfusion is effectively worthless. It's not worthless, it kills this guy. But at the same time, it's a trade. Draven does not get... What are you doing now? Fine. Alright, that's a very complicated series of trades, but the bottom line is Draven's alive and so is your single Saboteur. I'm at 20 or at 9. I have the advantage, whatever you want to believe. Go ahead and attack with that thing, I don't care.
It's Draven time. Well, hey there, good looking.
There's quite a few things I could do. I could use the Investigator and hope for another Draven, which would give me the opportunity to kill Draven with Draven. Which, yeah, so I guess Draven could kill himself. Not that he would want to, but you know, he could, hypothetically. I think I'm going to block Draven with... I think I'm just not going to block, who cares?
Let's boogie.
I don't care about face damage. Go ahead and do not use the axe. You just get an axe and deal 3 points of damage to my face. I really don't care. You don't really have a lot of direct damage since you're just playing Noxus. You don't have the mix-in.
Broken.
Granted, I am not using the mix-in for direct damage either. Maybe I ought to consider that. Some arcane shots could really sweeten the deal. Okay. Next turn I can... Next turn I'm going to have 6 mana. So I can play the Funsmith, discard something.
Oh, I can't wait.
We shall see. The Funsmith is an interesting concept, but I don't think she's going to add much. 1 point of damage from the Saboteur, please. Getting more damage out of the rocket would be interesting, but I don't think I'm going to be able to... I would be able to get the rocket too quickly. I think I might just be interested in discarding the Funsmith. Am I crazy here? Here in particular, not in general. Let's use the Investigator to see what I can get.
The sea tells me all I need.
Then I can discard the Chompers. Yeah, but then I won't be able to level Jinx up, now will I? So I guess the answer is... the answer is to play Chomper, Spider, discard the Funsmith.
Stand aside. I've got work to do.
Oh boy. Okay. Disposing of the Funsmith sounds like a weird... Oh, goodness. Now I could go Chomper Spider, but I could just play the Chompers later. No, let's go Chomper Spider.
This means they like you.
Chompers, Spider, he's got 0 mana. He can get more attack because of the axes. He could get more attack because of vision, but not much else.
Smile. It's called gunplay.
I don't want to take damage because of the Disciple. Not particularly interested in that, not interested in that at all. Actually, I should just prevent Draven from getting... Actually, no, he will strike this way. Let's see how he blocks. If he doesn't block at all, I just win. So he has to block.
Timing is everything.
And after he blocks, he can't really do much because he's got 0 mana. So
Weakling.
I'm just going to use the axe. Why would you expect me to not use the axe? Are you insane? This leaves you at 0. You die.
Not so fast.
Either Draven survives or Darius survives, I guess. And the beauty of it is, if Darius dies, then my Draven levels up. His doesn't. Wait! 1 point of damage. This is trivial. I can level her up. I can level her up by discarding, but I could also give her the bonus point of damage with the axe. It doesn't matter. I could have given the bonus point of damage to the Investigator. I still win. That's it. And he surrendered. Yeah, game number 7. Sorry, game number 6. I really can count. I had 6 in mind. I just said 7 for some inconceivable reason. Presumably you can conceive of one, so it's not really inconceivable, but still, do not conceive of the reason. Oh boy. Oh no. It's Thresh and Hecarim. Shadow Isles duo with a mix-in of Ionia, so presumably he's got stuff like Deny, but there are also other possibilities. Plenty of other possibilities, in fact. He might have shielding spells and some lifesteal. Who knows? Let's discard the spider.
Some rock got me good.
It's funny, yep. Look at it. Look at Van Yip over there. Well, not Van Yip, Von Yip, I guess. So cute. Holy hall hall. Alright, let's play the Grenadier. Go ahead, attack. I dare you. I'm just going to trade in the Urchin and get another card. Oh, you're not interested in playing. Obviously. Maybe I'm just mad at myself for playing this sort of deck. That would explain me. That would explain my scathing sarcasm. Destination face. More damage to the face, and he's at 11 hit points on turn 3. Face damage has been accomplished. And now, in case he doesn't have enough options, I can aid him in his pursuit. I might as well play the Grenadier to have something capable of trading with the Mistake.
Death doesn't scare me.
Joke's on you! I've managed to hit the Wraith. 2 points of damage to your face.
Time to move.
My first big mission.
I could have used the Investigator to draw another card to see my options. I could have played him next turn anyway. But I decided not to. Ooh, look at this! I will have 6 cards. As I discard her, I use Vision, and that Vision buffs everything on the board. Am I being too greedy? Possibly, but I don't think I am. Of course, a bit of AoE, which Shadow Isles definitely do have, just wipes... It doesn't wipe the board. Not anywhere near. It kills 3 things and heals him, granted, but I'm still in a reasonable spot. Look at this.
I thought you were working the gold.
I thought you were in Wilton.
If he uses that spell, that blue thing with the face, 5 mana, I can't remember the name for the life of me, but I know it heals 3 and deals 1 damage to every single enemy minion. If he uses that, I get 2 more cards. And the spider dies alongside the urchins. It sounds nice, you get to kill 3 things, but my god... down you go. This is also 2 more points of damage, so I just need to deal 7 with the units. Really? Here it comes. Come on, Withering Wail. That's the name of the spell, Withering Wail. I get the cards and he stays alive.
Time to go. Backfired.
He's at 3 hit points though. And I'm at 20. I understand that he can just spiral out of control, but at the same time...
What delightful agony we shall inflict.
Hey, Thresh. At the same time, I am undeniably in a good spot, am I not? Let's see, Draven allows me to discard a thing, so I could discard Vision. So let's play the Saboteur. Discard Vision. I can't play Jinx on the same turn, I just can't afford all these things. I could say not play the Saboteur now. And I think that's the way to go. Let's pass the turn. Oh, you're willing to pass the turn as well. Well, how delightful. Let's draw.
When tribe calls, a reply is proper.
I can use 3 mana to play Vision, Sky the Champ. Sky the Champ. Yeah, whatever. I can and will, I think, play Draven.
Time for the main event.
Left it 2 mana. I can use 2 mana to play the Chompers, then use the Spinning Axe to play Vision. That buffs many things, including the Chompers. However, it doesn't really... Wait, hold on. So I catch one thing, right? No, hold on. If I use the axe now, he doesn't get to This is brilliant. This is the way to go. Look at this. So I use this on the Chompers and buff, say, Draven. 3/3. Yeah, okay. I buff Draven.
Now we're cooking.
This is the way to go because I don't want him to be able to play. I attack with everything. And then I draw, I don't know, Thresh. Actually, no, not Thresh. I draw this little thing right here. So it dies. And then I play Vision. I actually don't need to play Vision at all. But I just let him block or something. One of my things attacks, deals damage, unless he plays AoE. And as that happens, he dies. Withering Wail, of course, is the answer to all of that. Oh no, and that kills Draven! Oh, that was the fatal flaw in my plan. I should have drawn Thresh, that was the problem. Draw Thresh and everything goes through. Oh boy. And there's no point in playing Vision. Yeah, that was a terrible mistake on my part. I did not account for Withering Wail, which I absolutely should have. It was utterly predictable.
No one's the wiser.
He had alternatives. This is a spell that summons a spider that also heals. A single point of damage could have turned the tide as well. So we just needed that. Not a lot. Once again.
I do not take orders from you.
Once again, the fatal flaw. The major weakness of this deck. A tiny bit of AoE. I took my chances. I'm not sure it was the right thing to do, to take those chances, but I did take the chances anyway. I take all this damage to face. Odds are I will not survive, but I think these are my best odds right now. Play Jinx. The spear could end her, but if he doesn't have the spear, I might have a chance. The next play is to play Rummage. Discard the Axe and Vision. Level her up. If I get another Jinx, I may be able to use Get Excited alongside... Oh, this works! This works! The Grenadier alongside the...
Fuse is lit!
The Rocket. That's moderately okay. I won't draw another card, which is fine. So that's fall. Oh boy, I can't actually do this. Actually, I'll play Jinx and then I'll play Cat of the Arm. Hold on.
Rules are meant to be broken, like buildings or people.
If he doesn't bounce her back, this allow me to let some bit of damage through. Okay. So you heal 3, you get dealt 2. I play Cat of the Arm. Yay! He adds 3 to her damage, so that's 8. That's not going to work. What are you doing? What? She's got quick attack, which is quite meaningful. Kills one guy. If I get the rocket next turn before he gets to attack, which is unlikely, I win.
Now it's a party.
Oh no. Well, I guess I lose. I'll just get hit with... I will get hit with too much damage to my face. Unless he really decides to take his time and play things. Which still... First of all, it's unlikely to happen. How many things will he have to play? 3! For me to actually deplete this hand and get some opportunity to... You did not proc Allegiance, that's horrible for you. But still, he's still in a great spot. You'll still get those riders and I will still be unable to... Hold on. The riders are what? 2-2. Wait, I can block with Jinx and survive. Yeah, well, this is oh, well, this is not Jinx. This is not Jinx dying, this is me dying. I'm done. It's over. Now, if only I had the chance to play one more thing, I'll play the Battlecaster to make it. I have one more card. He knows I have one more card, and he knows that I get the rocket if I play that card. There really is no secrecy here. He understands, and he is going to buff those ephemeral minions, effectively ruining me. GG. You win, man. You win. Well played. I die. You win. Wait, I could have hold. Yeah, I mean, either way, Jinx would have died. I could have survived a single hit at that particular point. Yeah. Perhaps I could have blocked and survived. Perhaps I was too eager to give up, but at that point, how could I have recovered? Say another Jinx, drone the very next turn. Presumably I shouldn't have been so dejected, but at the same time, you see my reasoning, right? I will never give up, never surrender. Noxus Piltover with no heroes whatsoever. That's interesting. Presumably it's some insane rush deck. And I do mean insane. Let's keep both the heroes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Except the Zionite Urchin has to discard something. Whatever I get next, presumably. Unless it's a hero, in which case I'm in a bit of a pickle. Then I'm going to discard the Grenadier and hope for the best. This really is as good of an opening hand as I can count for. I can discount the I can discard the crowd favorite. As horrible as that sounds. Hello?
Won't get past me.
Oh, I think I will. The crowd favorite is a really nice card, but at the same time, not this time. Better to have the Zionite Urchin on the board right now than to have the crowd favorite in my hand for later. Hello. I presumably shouldn't be so hasty. I should consider my possibilities and then make my decision gracefully, slowly. I need to give myself the time. There's no need to rush. I have plenty of time. I think playing the Grenadier is the right option here. I could play the Battlecaster, but in these circumstances that would be inferior. Okay, we're going to trade out.
Sure about that?
These decks are quite similar, with a notable distinction. I have Draven and Jinx, you don't.
First one's free.
Oh yes, please give me the opportunity to
Time for the main event.
level up Draven quickly.
Brewing up some trouble.
Alright, fair enough, I'm not going to block that. Have it your way.
No refund.
And let's also play Jinx. He might just kill Jinx because he's got access to Piltover and Zorn. However, I'm going to take that risk. I could also play Spiders into Battlecaster. It's an intriguing option. Let's play Spiders Battlecaster. Let's see what happens. He might choose to kill Draven if he's got Get Excited. He doesn't. The Battlecaster will die. However, at the same time, I could play the Grenadier instead. Let's see what he's willing to sacrifice.
Coming in hot.
Because presumably he's gonna block. This is an insane rush day. Well, there it is.
Draven down.
He did make a sacrifice, just not the one I had in mind. Raven's dead. Better him than Jinx, I
You need
guess.
a closer look.
Alright, this guy is going down. I'm not particularly interested in keeping him alive. So I trade the 1/1 Spider and an axe for this guy's life. I keep the Grenadier alive alongside the Spider. I'm ahead on health and on board. I still have Jinx and I'm going to level her up. Oh, you're interested in doing that, eh? You want to draw cards? How delightful! I'm going to draw cards more organically.
Just you and me, fish bones. And then
Am I having a stroke? Play the Zionite Urchin, discard the Battlecaster, level Jinx up!
I'm on a roll.
And if he decides to attack with the Spider, I can block with the Urchin. Why am I so pleased with myself? I just lost the previous game horribly. Then again, I guess you do lose some, no matter what the deck. Sometimes you get bad baits, sometimes the deck matches up poorly, and sometimes you just screw things up. Let's not run away from that conclusion either. I played the rookie and now it doesn't matter what he decides to do, because this is a burst spell. Whatever he plays, I can play Vision, from which I'm going to get the rocket, which I'm going to use to kill his minions, which I'm going to follow up with a brutal, savage attack at his face. No matter what he plays, he's presumably not going to be able to sustain that rush. He's done for. My rush was better than his.
We blew them all up!
Wait, that means I've managed to win 6 times with this silly deck. This is the final battle, I only get one chance. Alright, I only have one shot. Let's do this. Can this silly rush deck win against the final opponent? Presumably not. I sincerely doubt it. Elise and Darius. Shadow Isles and Noxus. Mulligan aggressively. Very aggressively indeed. I should keep the spiders as a 2-drop. Try to get a 1-drop. No, let's cover the arm. But I get Draven in my opening hand. Just draw me a 1-drop. Yes! Hello. Scuttle energy. She can block that, so let's not even bother. But I'm going to play something. And he is either going to block her next turn, in which case I deal 1 point of damage with her, or he's not going to block her, in which case I get to deal 3 points of damage with her. I'm fine with both outcomes. Let's play the spider right here. Shall he play Elise? I think he will. If he's got Elise, he's going to play Elise. Come on, play Elise. Oh. Okay, Vile Feast. I'm fine with Vile Feast. You can trade here. I'm fine with you losing both the spiders because you care about spiders a lot more than I do. Feel free to kill them. Oh yeah, trade the 2-1 spider. I can't really block it. He decided to keep the spiders. Fair enough, in that case you're going to take face damage. That's the bind I put my opponents in. They can do one or the other, but they cannot do both. They can either trade and be disadvantaged, at least in the short term, or they can refuse to trade and take face damage. No good outcomes.
I have the best job.
At least in the short term, but this is what the deck is all about, as I have said many a time. It's about short-term benefits.
What's that noise?
Alright, I am going to fight the spiders if the spiders want to fight me. This is an interesting proposition.
Got an axe with your name on it.
And I'm going to take you up on that offer. Let's discard Rummage.
Now we're cooking.
Once again, very risky, because if I do that, all it takes is a single Vile Feast for Draven to just die. However, I think...
Hoping they'll die of boredom?
Bestin, what are you doing with your life? There's more than enough spiders for this guy. There really is no need to do that.
This is gonna hurt for you.
Screw this! A single Vile Feast and Draven's dead? No! Now this might have been a terrible mistake, but no, I'm not just sacrificing Draven's health for this guy to cast a single Vile Feast, summon a spider, and just eliminate Draven that way. If he wants to kill Draven, he'll have to try harder. Fish.
Of course I'm ready.
Especially considering how ubiquitous and cheap Vile Feast is.
Where'd you get your title? They do refunds?
I can't attack with Draven. Or rather, I can, but I really shouldn't.
Coming in hot!
Oh boy. His deck is also a bit of a rush deck. At best, Draven can be at 5 attack. That's not enough. That really is not enough. I can do this, and I will do this, but I'm not going to attack with Draven. I'm not going to just sacrifice him. That's not the way to go. I can use Vision, but that's rather useless. Is he willing to sacrifice some health on the crowd favorite? Presumably not. He's not. There's pretty much no point using Vision. Next turn I can use Cat of the Arm, or rather I can summon him and use him the turn after that. the very next turn I'm going to take a beating.
I hope this works.
And sometimes you just have to accept that. I'm going to take a beating, and there pretty much isn't a point in blocking the crowd favorite. I can save myself 2 points of damage. I'm going to take that to my face. Oh, he has Jinx. This card, I can't quite make use of Jinx this turn. I could get one more axe from Draven, but that would be drastic as hell. So I could sacrifice Draven, play Jinx, and use both axes to discard 2 cards. At which point Jinx levels up. I don't think that is the way to go. I could do that though. It is a possibility.
What time is it?
8 o'clock! That's presumably not the answer he wants, but that's the answer he gets. Ooh, oh boy. Once again, I can sacrifice Draven. I don't think that's the way to go. I could also conceivably use Draven to block here, in which case I get... Actually, this no longer makes sense because I played Kato. So there's no point in doing that now, no point whatsoever. Let's kill the Skithro. Leaving Kato or Kato the arm and a single hit point. But is the alternative of just taking it on the chin better? Do I just take it all? Probably not. Oh boy, let's take this much damage to the face. 5 hit points left. Presumably I'm going to lose here, but I got far enough. I got as far as I could. Jinx, then discard, then play the Investigator.
Like buildings or people.
You should try blinking sometime.
I had alternatives because he...
Brother.
I was going to say that.
Of course you will. You're dreadfully predictable, dude.
Time for the moneymakers.
Whoosh. And the Investigator.
You to the countess.
Observe and learn.
Oh, great. Rummage. Okay, he's got 0 mana. 9 points of damage. I could break through. 6 is the most he can block with, which will leave me with 3 points of damage going through. I think the solution is scatter the arm with Draven, then use Jinx over here. 2 points of damage from this guy, and then the Investigator. That deals a lot of damage. Jinx can kill anyone, quick attack. Draven's got quick attack, he'll get more damage on him. This guy's got 6 damage by himself. He's got 0 mana. He kinda has to block, which means he's going to lose quite a few things. He can't block with the Keeper, so he can only block with this silly spider. That's only one thing. Oh my goodness, he's going to lose either the crowd favorite or Darius. He could lose both. Let's see, can he block in such a fashion so as to...
Step away, coward.
Okay then, 11 points of damage coming your way.
You must get by these first.
That's still death.
One of us dies.
That's no longer death. That's death for me. That's how I die, because then he kills me with Darius. There's pretty much nothing I can do.
Better run.
Nothing at all. No, wait, I can win! Because I have Rummage. So whatever 2 cards I draw next, I discard them. No, you can just attack immediately. And he will, of course he will. You'd be crazy not to. If he plays a card in his hubris, I have a chance. What? Dude, just attack, you win! You idiot! You absolute dumbass! Okay, look at this nonsense. First of all, I use... I discard a thing and buff, say, Jinx. Then I use Rummage on the Boom Crew Rookie. Must I get a card in your... no, I discard this. And I get the rocket, aside from another card. Then the spells resolve, and you get healed for 1 hit point. You absolute dunce! Then I play the rocket and you die! Why would you do that? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You had it, dude! Just start the turn, go face! Go face with Darius immediately, that's what he would have wanted! You absolute, I've won! Good show, if I may say so myself! What a ludicrous display! Look at that! 7 wins! And I think I've managed to showcase my regular ladder deck quite effectively. Gauntlet complete! 7 wins! Expiand! Yes! Thanks for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.